In this video, we're going to be doing a review on this guy, Bumblebee movie Optimus, from Studio Series. I remember saying to myself I was going to get the premium finish Optimus, but when the premium finish Optimus started hitting the shelves, this guy started decreasing in value because the premium finish Optimus looked way much better than this one. So, this figure's price went down to the point where it was cheaper than the premium finish Optimus, which gave me a big opportunity to get him. I did not want to get the premium finish figures anyways. So whenever premium finish Optimus flies off the shelves, which is sooner than later, everything else is going to go back to a pretty high price, including this guy, which is going to suck. Eating and sculpting on this figure, pretty good. Pretty good. Looks like your average Studio Series, except this was a 2019 product, not a 2022 product. 2022 products are way much more cooler, maybe? I wouldn't know and I wouldn't care. They all feel like Studio Series anyways. Except for repaints, or in this figure's case, repacks. I am so selling this thing. It needs to go. Head sculpt is awesome. By the way, that broken crack right there was my fault. I'm not getting into that. If you ignore QC, this figure is great. Sometimes QC is not great either. Like I try to tab this in, it won't tab in. If you try pushing it like this, you might end up opening his chest. Anyways, I got caught off with the chest pieces. What I was trying to say was this will not tab in to that tab right there because the slot is so big. Supposedly it's supposed to tab in, and this is supposed to tab in too, but it won't tab in. Oh wait, it's staying there. Smokestacks somehow move. I think it's when you're like holding this and then holding him like placing your index fingers on the shoulder, and then these start to move, which is really annoying. But do I care about the quality? Nah, I'm blinded by this figure's goodness. Oh yeah, and here's this massive gun. Seems well detailed, except for paint. Also has these little tabs that you could attach on his back. That's why these two slots are here. If you want, you could have Optimus's gun angled in weapon storage the same way Ironhide and Ratchet's gun are angled. Stay in there. There we go. By the way, a lot of steps are included to form the legs during transformation, which we'll get to when we get to the transformation. His feet don't really look accurate to what he looked like in the movie. They look squished. Looks like he stubbed his toe. The chest pieces are translucent, so you could see the hinge joints, which is weird. But I mean, in the movies, you could see gears inside translucence. The hands are supposed to be blue, in which Premium Finish fixed that. But whatever, this figure's still okay. Anyways, let's get down to size comparison. But only with the earthly Bumblebee movie figures. 70s Bumblebee, Volkswagen Bumblebee, Off-Road Bumblebee, Blitzwing, Shabby Shatter, Plain Mode Shatter, Car Mode Dropkick, Shabby Dropkick, and lastly, 32 Optimus Prime. So yeah, that's pretty much it for size comparison. Now let's get down to articulation. Now, unlike other figures, you have to move stuff out just for some hinge joints. Anyways, head can move up and down, swivel, ball joint, shoulder pad moves upward, which allows a bend at the shoulder. Shoulder can also move all the way. And there is somewhat a butterfly joint, but you can only move backwards, not forward. That's because it's used for transformation. Bicep rotation, bend at the elbow, wrist swivel. By the way, this doesn't count. There's also waist swivel. Side skirt moves out, which allows a bend. Like can move back that far. Can move forward pretty much 90 degrees. What do you think, folks? 90 degrees. Thigh rotation, bend at the knee. Foot is on a hinge joint. And can also move side to side. Well, that was it for articulation. Now let's get down to transformation. Now, transformation is fairly complex. I like how things unfold just to tab in together. Just like how they do in Masterpiece or other third-party companies. Anyways, let's just get on with transformation. What you're going to do first is just go ahead and leave the arms out like that. Push this back panel down. Yeah, that's the front of the truck. Open up the chest piece, move them out, and leave them right there. Do the same thing with the other one. Open that up, close this in, open this up, and then you can move this up, rotate. You can go ahead and tab that in. You can leave everything the way it is, we can work on the legs now. First off, you might just want to go ahead and move this, whatever you want to call that, up, and then move the little thing up. Untab this whole assembly from this piece over here. Gonna move that up, close that in, close everything in, and then just leave it like that for now. Open this up, and then just close that in. Mine has a problem staying there. Might want to make sure that is like fully closed in. And you can push this in. Then you want to move the foot all the way down, and then you could rotate it. And then that tab right there will peg into that slot right there. And then for now, you could just leave the leg right there. Same thing for the other one, except you have to move this gray panel up so it connects with that little slot on the foot right there. Then we could work on this whole assembly. What you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and open this piece up, that little silver thing. Another reason I did not get the premium finish Optimus was that there was parts defection. Like this would be duplicated to apparently tab in there. Same went for this silver piece too. So what you're going to do is you're going to unfold this whole section in. Then you're going to rotate that section. And then that tab right there will peg into that slot. And make sure that's adjusted to that point. Move that right there. Close in the chest piece. Close in all of this. We'll close in. But before you close all of this in, you make sure you might want to unfold the shoulder pad so it all closes in right there. And then just try to close that in. There we go. Make sure this whole section closes in. Next, what you might want to do is close in the silver piece. Same exact process for the other side. Then you're going to go ahead and close this in. Make sure that tabs in. Same thing goes for the other one. And then we come back to the legs. You're going to go ahead, make sure that tabs in right there. And then you go ahead and tab in the two legs. Oh, right in the back. Then you're going to go ahead and tab this in. And then close that in. Make sure that tab slides into that slot. Same thing on the top over here. And then this all should close in, but apparently it separated for some weird reason. Well, I think it was this right here. Oh well, I'll do it off camera. Oh yeah, sometimes the smokestacks will be out of place, so just straighten them up like that. And there you go, there's Optimus Prime in his truck mode. Now obviously this looks exactly nothing like what he looked like in the movie. But obviously you're going to have complications when it comes to doing the alternate mode, especially for the Bumblebee movie. And the truck is fine, like how everything tabs in together. Anyone else think this gives you weird vibes? Because I feel like this gives me weird vibes, this side right here. It feels out of place considering this is an 80s truck, or it could be 70s. And usually things were blocky in the 80s. To answer your question, nope, this won't tab in. And I wouldn't try fiddling with it just to tab it in because I don't want to break anything. You know, you can fit through that tiny hole, Optimus's gun. Or you could do it like this. I prefer this way, but it's limiting because of these parts and the little magazine. I don't care. Anyways, I think that's pretty much it. That's pretty much all I had to say for this guy. He's a good mold. He's a really good mold. If you could find him for like $40 or less, I'd say that's a pretty good deal.
Nah, retail price is better.
Anyways, that's it. Gonna have to give it a wrap up. Be sure to share this with your friends, turn on notifications, slam that like, hit the big red button, all the good stuff. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. See ya.